color image, make a lasting impression. My name is Donna Christie. I'm the founder of NESLIB, and today I'm speaking with Iska and Rosie, and that's all I'm going to say about that because I want them to tell you about themselves and what they're both up to, because I've been hearing lots of exciting things. So good afternoon, ladies. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Super good, super. So, Iska, we met networking just to, show people that, how businesses are meeting online now.
Yes.
The great news is things are coming, so we're all excited about getting out there. But we met at networking, and then you were a member with NESLIB and Rosie. We connected pre all the interesting stuff through ABN, which is Aberdeen Business Networking. So all the platforms still work, okay? So stay visual, everybody, okay? So exciting stuff. So Iska, let's start with you, company, where you are, and just a little line of what you're doing.
Yeah, so my name is Iska Burney. I am a photographer based in Aberdeen, and well, my business is Iska Burney Photography, to keep it simple, really.
Super. So I know you're an award-winning photographer, so we want to mention that. How did that come about?
Well, I'm a member of the British Institute of Professional Photography, and they do an annual print competition. And one of my images, if anyone goes onto my website, you'll see the photo. It's a bride on a horse on a beach, and that won one of the categories during that competition. So that was a great recognition.
Okay, so what on the photography, there's different sectors. What would you class as your niche, your speciality? What's it that you really love?
So there's three parts to my business. I started with dog and equine photography, which still is one of my big passions, really. That's what keeps me sane, I always say. And then I also photograph weddings, and I would say that the biggest part of my business now is the personal brand photography, where I help other business owners to be more visual online and stand out from the crowd.
Perfect. So that's a great thing moving forward now,
Yes.
as we've had this interesting year. And I know you've all stayed visual, and we always say to businesses and networkers, stay on track and stay online as well as getting back out there, because the power of, we would have probably never have met, if I hadn't gone to some of these networking things. So I'm a big networker, you both know that, and so do a lot of people. So networking is very key. And whereabouts are you logistically, Iska?
I am in Aberdeen City,
Okay,
but I do love traveling, so I'll go anywhere where my clients want to have me.
super, super duper. So now over to Rosie. Rosie, tell us where you are, what you're doing, and yeah, a little bit of what's that little niche that you're doing? What sectors are you working with?
Well, so hello everybody. My name is Rosie Elliott, and I am an image whisperer with House of Colour, Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire. And so I help you when you are curious about the image that you portray. And we explore what goes on behind the mirror as well, so that you can stand up and stand out and thrive with confidence and colour. So my niche is really about confidence. It's about that first impression. It's about being visible. I think many of us over the last year have almost felt we're invisible. So it's as we begin to open up and begin to flourish again with our businesses and well, the country as a whole, it's about making sure that we are visible, and through that visibility, we become our best selves. We're dressed and we look fantastic, and therefore we feel fantastic.
Absolutely. So it's not just businesses that you work with, you do one-to-one, right? With, with people, of course. And
yeah. So my niche is one-to-one, I would say. I mean, I just love it. I think it's a very special time. It's some people can feel quite vulnerable when they come to me. Sometimes that's the reason they come to me. So really one-to-one with me is just some special time for them, and they often go floating out through the door thinking, why
So
didn't I
is
come?
it more on the confidence, or is it because maybe they've physically changed, or they've had some traumas in that, or medically as well? Is it a bit of everything?
Yes, Donna, it can be anything. It can be they have been ill. It can be that they have changed shape and lost weight. It can be that they've put on weight. It can be that they've come through divorce. It can be that they're getting married a second time. It can be a special birthday. At the moment, I think the main bit is going to be about going to interview, because I have a sneaking feeling which is how Iska and I have come together on this one, is that there are going to be many, many people that when they go back to work are perhaps not going to go back to the job that they'd had for many, many years before we had COVID and we had lockdown.
Of course. Well, I know I'm glad that Zoom only works from here up, because some days I've got my little sweatpants on, but that's got to change, because it's actually I know that when you dress differently and your integrity and you've got makeup on or whatever, your mind changes as well, so yeah, fantastic. I just wanted to expand on what you do, not just the corporate side. So one-to-ones is fantastic.
Well, one-to-ones is, and it's more a personal than a corporate, really.
Exactly. So why are we on here with two wonderful ladies with independent businesses? Because they've collaborated. A lot of people are doing that, and so Iska, back to you. What's been happening? Why Rosie? Let's put her on the spot, right? But no, why the collaboration? What did you see?
So I love collaborating with other businesses anyway. Rosie and I met at some point, was it early last year, perhaps one of the last in-person networking meetings, and Rosie just stuck in my mind for a long time, and eventually I think we met again at an online networking meeting, and that's what got me thinking, like, okay, so we can do something together to help people in their businesses. My approach initially was only for the personal brand side of things, to work with business owners, because one of the questions most clients ask me when they come to me, what do I wear for my photo shoot?
Exactly.
Yes. And while I can give some basic advice, I suppose, I normally say, and Rosie will help me for this, but I normally say, stay away from bright colors. And then the other things, just things like busy patterns don't photograph very well, and big logos and all that. That's all things you want to stay away from. But I can't advise people on their, well, what colors suit them, or what clothes they should, what style of clothes they should wear. So I thought to myself, well, I've met this lady Rosie before, and she sounds so passionate about what she does. So let's actually get in touch with her, find out a little bit more about what she does and why she does it, and see if we can't put something together. And here we are.
Exactly. So through the networking again, different platforms, building a relationship, which is the key in networking, constantly, staying visual, and then building trust, and then likability, and then that collaboration then merges from the relationship. Is that kind of sum it up a little bit?
Yeah,
super.
it does,
Which has happened, to me as well through lockdown as well. But so Rosie, why are you working with Iska?
Well, Iska came into my life at just the right time. Yes, we'd met before lockdown, and then lockdown happened, and my business completely collapsed, because we are regarded, along with the hairdressers and the beauticians, as far as when we can open and close, that through COVID. And so to say, I was doing nothing, and I suddenly, this bright person came into my life and said, how about a collaboration? What do you think about personal brand? And I said, well, there's this guy, I've always wanted to get in there, but almost all of my clients come for a personal reason, which is almost not a business reason. But I would love to help them. And I often say to them, if you're going to an interview, pick up the phone, ask me, I'm there. If you're a client of mine, you're a client for life. And Iska with her photography and her, I'm going to embarrass her here. She's photographed my animals and she is absolutely outstanding. Also, though, I mean, I know that is her passion, but she came and did my branding, my personal branding, and she just does it. She makes it so easy. She is so personable. She's very, very professional. She knows exactly what she wants. Somehow or other, she can see way, way beyond you as a person can see about what needs to be on the screen. And I love it. And I've had many, many people saying that the photograph, my favorite photograph that she took of me, is absolutely stunning. And it is. It just is me, very much me. She makes you relax very quickly. And yeah, so I knew that I could work with her. We're very, very different. She's very, very organized. Not to say I'm not organized, but she's got the drive. She's a lot younger than I am. So she's got this vision about where this collaboration could go.
Right.
And I thought, wow, my girl, if you're willing to do that, I'm right on your tail coals.
And that's what's happening
behind you. And that is how it's come about. We took it forward. We agreed very quickly on the name of what we were going to be doing, color and image. And we came up very quickly. Again, it was Iska that, make a lasting impression. So we just kind of clicked in there. And yeah, we've got clients coming. I've got our very, very first client to walk through the doors now that my doors are open tomorrow. And then so she'll spend the day with me. We'll get her colors right. We'll get her style right. I'll get her into some makeup so that she looks and feels fantastic. And then over the next week or two, I think she's got an appointment ready with Iska, and she'll describe where she wants to have her personal image photographs done. And that's how it all happened. And we're really, really excited about the whole thing.
That's super. So Iska, on the personal branding, expand on that a little bit, because it could be a little bit daunting to a one-to-one person, say, versus a business. What does that personal branding actually mean? You know, what platforms? What are they putting on business cards? Are they putting it on their website? Are they just, check me out on Facebook? What is it? Explain a little bit, just a little.
Well, personal branding in any business, I think, is really important. As we always say, a picture or an image says more than 1,000 words. So it really needs to be a good image. So the photos that we take at a personal brand photo session, they can be used throughout everything. If you want to have them on your business cards, they can go on your business cards. If you want to purely use them for your website and social media channels, that's perfect. But they can also go onto print marketing and any PR and really anything and everything. That's the beauty of it. You just in the sessions will create just a bank of beautiful on-brand images that tell the viewer exactly who you are, what you do, what you stand for, what you're passionate about, perhaps even some detail shots of your products or services you deliver, or anything and everything really. I normally start the process with my brand clarity workbook. Once the client books me, they'll get this workbook. They can work through it. It asks questions like, why did you start your business? Just to get a little bit about the backstory, and then loads of other questions to gain that little bit more clarity about your brand and where you want to go with it. And it works in so nicely. Once clients have been to see Rosie, they know then already what to wear and what not to wear, shall we say.
Well, let's not tell them all too much more, because then they'll know everything. So we'll get you in for a little taster back in NESLIB, and we'll get see if we can just really, as we move forward with the businesses and getting out of lockdown, I think it's a great collaboration, incredible collaboration. And just over the last few minutes, I've heard passionate. So you're very passionate about what you do. Yeah. And if you out there listening to this are passionate about your color and image and make a lasting impression, I think there's a couple of ladies on here that you should probably get in touch with. So when we put this out on social media, they'll be on different platforms, and we'll drop in the links of how to get a hold of Rosie and Iska. So for now, I think we've found out plenty enough to dangle the carrot about making a lasting impression and color and image. So ladies, thank you very, very much for your time. And I wish you much success, because like you, for me, collaboration is a fantastic way to move forward. So congratulations. And yeah, we will see you somewhere on social media, and hopefully live somewhere, and have a nice coffee. I hope there's going to be a photo taken of that special moment.
Yes,
Super.
there will be.
So for now, take care, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.